quick overview of the new community space that I am checking out. I've been looking for somewhere that provides a home for many of the things that I do that is easy to use and navigate, and fingers crossed, I think I've actually found the one I've been looking for. So I'm in the forum at the moment, which is this one here. So you've got getting started, then intros, events and announcements. Your view will be slightly different to this because I'm in the back office, but you'll get a gist. So I've added a welcome message, come as you are, welcome on board, as is the case with social media. Click the show more and then it will expand and you can read more. You can also comment, vote, share. We've also got a welcome message here. Again, you can kind of click show more and you'll get the info about that. Intros is where you can come and introduce yourself. So I've added my intro there, a quick overview of my bio so you get a sense of who I am and what you do. Now, if you are familiar with, let's say, Instagram, you'll know that the arrow denotes there are more pictures that you can flick through. I think you can have 7 or 8 pictures, and you'll know when you get to the end because the arrow changes and you have to then go back. So that's the intro. So when you join, come in, say hello, tell us about yourselves. There's an events and announcement page. I haven't got much on there at the moment. So what I've done is I've added a link to my events calendar, and what it will do, it will open that in a new window. So that's that. I don't use this as much as my what's new page on my website, so I'm going to have to endeavour to keep this one a bit more up to date. So that's the events and announcements. And then we've got Q&A. Now, where you see this ghosty type figure here and here, what this means is that you post here anonymously. The reason I've set that up is because, in terms of coaching, therapy, mindset challenges, there may be things you want to ask, but you don't want the rest of the community to know it's you. So the ghosty bit, this is going to be anonymous. Next, we're going to go back down on the left-hand side. We've got chat. Now, this is a bit like a Discord or Slack channel where there can be open chat, or you can directly have a conversation with someone that you are connected to in the community. Events, I haven't really added much to that. I've just put, well, it's not a demo event, it is actually taking place tonight. The WACA, Watford African Caribbean Association Community Awards, the very first one. So I'm part of the organising committee for that. So I'm really looking forward to it. So when you get onto the events, it will tell you the date, the time. This one's an online event. Click here, it says check event details. That then opens up and you've got a bit more information about the event. Now you can toggle between about and FAQs, and then these are, you toggle them on and off. So how much the ticket? £3 for WACA members, a mere £5 for non-members. So if you're at a loose end, 30th of March, get yourself booked on if you're watching this in real time. And, just a couple of questions. Do you have to be African or Caribbean to attend? Absolutely not. As with all of our events, it is open to everyone. So that's the way you navigate through the events. Once this goes into the past, you'll find it here, and if I've archived things, you'll find them there. That's the events. We've also got a store. So the store is going to be a mixture of free things, tasters, and paid events. So I'm going to be doing more with the Fearless Public Speaking program. So I've just put a demo here. Well, it's a real one. If you actually click through, it will work, and it will be $97 rather than $497 as it says here. So when it's paid, click on it, and it will then give you the buy now. What I've done with this one is I've added a preview. So what should happen is any second now, yep, here it is. So map in terms of the Fearless Public Speaking. And let me remove myself so you can maybe see that a bit more clearly. So I've added a preview then of what to expect, a little taster of the actual workshop itself. So that's that. And some images that you can click through also that relate to the event. So there we go. So that's that one. Ooh. And gonna be going. Oh, I know. I think it's covered by my. I think it's covered. Right, so this is this one. So that's the paid event. Let me just see if I can do it that way. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. If it's free, it just says get it. So you just click that, and I think it then invites you to download. And I've added a bit of a description in terms of what's included with regards to this one, the taster. All Right, so that's that in terms of the events. And again, we've got the Huna in Access, so similar sort of thing, and I'll add, as things come along, I'll add them here. We've also got collections, and as the name suggests, it is a collection of resources. So we've got mindset and meditation, work and career, relationships, physical health, spiritual and soul, accelerated learning, business, metaverse, meditation, and taster meditations. Now, depending on the category that you're in, majority, everything I've shown you so far is open access. Once you're part of the community, it's free. There will be some things, however, like, you know, the paid events, paid workshops, etc. And some of the collections will only be visible if you're in that particular category. So, for example, all access pass holders, there'll be things that you can see that other people can't see. Those of you in my membership group, and those of you taking part in the annual coaching program. So this meditation, for example, one you won't be able to see if you're just in the community and not part of those groups, but pretty much you'll be able to see all of these open access. So let me just choose one. And it's where I've added links, resources, that sort of thing. So these are some of the articles that I've written or contributed to. So we've got staff development, the empty office syndrome on a Friday, challenges of returning to work after a career break. That was an article for people management. Diversity in the PR industry, workplace bullying, a piece for Forbes magazine, is working from home doing more harm than good, and working from home with children. So you click on any of these links, what it does is it opens it in a new tab. So this is the piece for Forbes magazine, and that's me there, Marilyn Devonish, certified NLP trainer. So you can then go forth and read the comments read the article. So that's that. And let me just, there we go. And then to go back, you just click this one here, and any of these you click on, you will then see. So this is one about the piece I did in terms of resolving the osteoarthritis in 8 weeks rather than 12 to 18 months. So I did that for the Telegraph newspaper. So again, click on the link. It will take you through to wave your arms in the air like you just, I was thinking of Word Up and Cameo when I said that to the journalist, and they used it as the headline for the piece. So yeah, just come in. There's the old infamous block therapy. Come in, have a read. That's all very straightforward. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say block therapy, I've added the link where you can get a free 9-day sampler program, which is usually $47, $0 if you use the transformationstm.com/block therapy gift. GIFT. And if you're like, what are these blocks, then I've put the link there where you can actually see the blocks and what they do. And again, if there's a metaverse room that is relevant, I've added it here as well. But let me show you the metaverse rooms actually, and have a little look see. So we've got the main house, the virtual, these are all virtual rooms, soul plan, meditation room, co-working space, the block therapy room, the nightclub, the swimming pool. There are several more. I will add a few more, but let me just show you what I mean in terms of these. Let's have a look, see. So this is the coffee shop, for example. And once you're in here, you can actually invite other people to come and meet you in the coffee shop. It's going to ask, do you want to allow your camera and your microphone? So if you want to interact with other people, then of course you need your camera and your mic. I've added some sound effects, so you just get the vibe of being in the coffee shop. Let me do that. So that's that. I've also added a playlist for this one, so some things you can watch. My interview of Greg Braden, for example, one of my favourite meditations. Oh, this one was good. The Three Amigos, Greg Braden, Dr. Joe Dispenza and Bruce Lipton. That was the first year I emceed the TCCHE, the Conference for Consciousness and Human Evolution event. I've been doing it now for the past, 6-7 years, something like that. And they did the Three Amigos sketch. I hadn't actually seen the video. Somebody messaged me a few years later and said, I've just been watching Greg Braden, Joe Dispenza and Bruce Lipton, and you're in the video. I was like, really? So I went and found it. So that's in there. And also Napoleon Hill, 10 Rules of Self-Discipline. So if you want to listen to a wonderful speech while you're having a coffee or a herbal tea, in my case, then that's the place to do it. With some of the metaverse rooms, it puts you into a seat. So that's me there with one of the avatars. You choose the name, you can use a nickname. or you can click on the seat and it will move you to another seat. And then normally on the right hand side, but it depends on the configuration of a room, there's something that says back to the main house. And what it will do, it will take you back to the main house, and that's where you then can see all of the rooms that are included in the metaverse space. And again, majority of the rooms, I'd say good 80% of them are open access. For folk reading room, we've got the coffee shop where we've just been, events, co-working space, workshops, money breakthrough, I think I've got a video in there, welcome room, the bar, the dance break, the bathroom, the swimming pool, the block therapy room, they're all here. So very self-explanatory. And I've just, I've had a few fun rooms as well. So this is the swimming pool, and if you want to get the gist. So all good fun, and all the rooms are completely different. And if you, let's say, for example, you wanted to meet someone, do some co-working, for example, I've set up a co-working room. There's a private Pomodoro room, but this is the one that's open to the general public. Now with this one, you'll see the seats are pulsating and it says click on a circle to sit down. So you actually have to click to sit down. Let's just say you go into the room, you're like, I don't want to talk to anyone, I'm here. And the thing about it is, as long as your microphone and your camera is switched off, you could be watching a video, no one will know what you're watching, and you can all be watching a different video, listening to something different from the playlist, so you have an independent experience of being in here. And again, when you're ready to leave, go back to the main house. So that's the metaverse space while we're about it. So let's see, what else do I want to show you? So we've looked at collections, and as I said, they're all very different. So I would suggest just go in, have a click around and have a read or a listen. This one's a podcast, for example, that I did with Ruben Dua from Dub, one of my favorite platforms. So yes, that's that. Yay. That will lead you to my main website. You're not going to see all of this stuff because, as I said, I'm in the back office, but the forum is most likely where you'll start. And then you can work your way around from there. A little bit of a description in terms of what this is all about. And as I said, the rules are very, very simple. No biggie. You would have seen something similar with regards to being on other social media platforms. So that is it. So I'll be sending this out to my e-newsletter list, give it a bit of a road test. And then once it all seems to be working, but as I said, I'm having the back office experience. So when people log in, you can let me know if there's anything that isn't clear, straightforward, etc. But yes, this I am hoping and intending will be the new home for a collection of things, and also we can have some of those interesting conversations that some of the other social media platforms might not be suited for. And I would love to have you come and join our community when it opens up. And the reason I see this as a resource space. Yes, we can have some great conversations. I'm not saying, oh my gosh, this is a replacement for Facebook and all the rest of it. Facebook is Facebook. It is massive. And as much as people might have a little moan about it, millions of people are using it every single day. But this is something slightly different, a way to get organized with resources, events, the collections, the articles, interesting information. Actually, let me just show you one other thing in collections, actually, while I think about it. So what I've added for the taster, this is a heart-centered relaxation. Now, it's going to be slightly off screen because I haven't gone full screen in this, but you press play for those taking part to have, little segments and things they can focusing on the breath. Then do a very quick body relaxation to search you. Any blockages? So that's a guided process, for example. So it's an audio, but it's slightly off screen because the audio player is offset for this one. So yes, what I would say is once you join, as I said, it's free. You just need your name and email address. Come in, click the buttons, have a look around, say hello, test out the links, read some articles, listen to some podcasts, play with the guided meditations and processes that I'm adding, both in the store and as part of the collections, and let me have your feedback. But it would be absolutely wonderful to have you join me here and really use it, as I said, bookmark it, use it as a resource. And with creating your post, you can add images, videos, polls, which I think is great. Normally you can only get those on your Facebook business page. If you want to add links as well, it's open. It can be moderated though, and I can boot people out of the community. So behave yourselves once you're here. That goes without saying, and the people I know are fabulous. But yeah, if there is anything, people just get banned from the community. But again, that's no different to other social media platforms. And what I will do when it's launched, I will add it to my main website, transformationstm.com. That's www.transformationstm.com. And TRANCE, F for Freddy, FORMATIONS, TM as in trademark, so transformationstm.com. When you land, top right, you'll see a red What's New button. If you click the What's New button, a panel will slide out, have a little bit of a scroll, and you'll see some information about this. And if you're not on my e-newsletter list, because that's where all the updates go and when I'm pre-testing and all the rest of it, and special offers for events, etc. And when I'm looking for, I used to say guinea pigs, I now say test subjects, so I go to my e-newsletter list with those first. So once you're on the transformationstm.com site, if you look top left, you'll see a place where you can sign up for the e-newsletter. And actually, if you want to get to the site, you just click this visit main website here, and it will ping you over. There's the red What's New button, so click that. You can't actually see all of the panel, but you can just see the end of it. But you have a little scroll through. That's what I mean with the What's New button, and that panel will open up and you can see what's coming up. So I will add something about this there. Right, that's it. That's our whistle-stop tour through the community. I haven't the URL at the moment, I haven't decided if I'm going to change it yet, but it's marilyn.devonish.wylo.space. That might change, but for now that's what it is. But yes, it's pretty much ready now, so I just get a few people to road test it, and then I think we're ready to rock and roll. So I will see you here in the new community for some fabulous, wonderful, thought-provoking, I'm sure fun conversations and access to all of these wonderful resources. So thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and if you know someone who could be a good fit for the community, there's a button here just underneath main website. So you click that, say invite, and then you just hit copy if you want to copy it to your clipboard, or you can share it to Facebook, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, I was going to say Twitter, X, etc. But that's where you can invite other like-minded people to the community. So do feel free to do that as well. I haven't put the gateway on yet where I have to authorize people. At the moment, I've left it open access, but I can add that as well. But for now, if we do some personal invites, then we have a lovely group of people joining us. Right, I shall leave it there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. And thank you in advance for your wonderful contributions to this new community. Marilyn Devonish, the NeuroSuccess Coach from transformationstm.com, over and out.